lot of you confused this type of primer to this type of primer. Hi babes, welcome back to day 3. I hope you had fun noticing your skin last night. Today we are going to be talking about primer and why you must use it. So what is primer? Primer serves as a barrier between your skin and your foundation. So primer stays in between your skin and your foundation. It prevents your foundation from penetrating into your skin. It prevents your skin from eating up your foundation, and it helps your foundation to glide on smoothly, and also helps it to last really long. Your skin type will determine the type of primer you will be applying. Why must you use primer? Because it creates a smooth canvas. There are primers that fills in fine lines. It smooths out any rough surfaces, and also it fills in pores. These are primers that have silicone in them. So basically it's like you're filling a hole. Like before you paint onto a wall, if it has some deep, you need to fill it in first to level before you then go ahead and paint. That's exactly what happens to our skin. So because we have enlarged pores, if you have enlarged pores, holes, those tiny holes, if you apply foundation on it without a primer that fills in pores, your foundation will go deep into your holes. But if you use a pore filling primer, it will fill in that pores and create like a smooth surface. So instead of the foundation going deep or sinking into the pores, it will stay on top of that primer. Your face will appear like you don't have any pores because you have already done the patch sorry. Specific primers that mattifies oily skin for an extended period of time. It boosts hydration, just as a primer that works for oily skin gives a mattified finishing. Same applies to primers that boost hydration. This type of primers are specifically for dry skin. This gives extra hydration to a dry skin. It makes your makeup last long. This type of primer creates a gripping barrier between your skincare and your makeup, and it makes your makeup to last really long. This type is very tricky, and I'm going to get to it shortly. If you have a dry skin, you want to look for hydrating or dewy primer. Look for words like illuminating, moisture infused, or glow. If you have oily skin, you want to look for a mattifying or pore minimizing primer. Look for words like matte, oil control, blurring, and poreless. If you have combination skin, this one is tricky. Is it that you buy 2 different products, one for dry skin and one for oily skin? You just look for products that create balance. It will not overly dry you out, and it will not overly hydrate you. For sensitive skin, you want to look for a fragrance-free primer, basically. Just look for products that doesn't contain fragrance and it's paraben-free. We have different types of primer out there based on the skin types and the skin conditions and your goal. When you're looking at your makeup not interfering with your skin condition, then you want to know what your skin type is. Once you know what your skin type is, you'll be able to choose a primer that works perfectly for your skin type. Like I said, if you have a dry skin, hydrating primer, something that will keep your makeup looking youthful, that is what you want to look out for. But if you have a dry skin, you want to go for a primer that will control the shine on your skin, so your oil does not make your foundation to slide and separate throughout the day. Same thing applies to if you have a dry skin. Your skin will not eat up your foundation because you already load up the skin with hydrating primer. So a lot of you confused this type of primer to this type of primer to this type of primer. They do different thing entirely. Like I said, pick your primer according to your skin condition, your skin type, if you want your makeup to last really long. But if you're looking at making your foundation to stick well onto your skin, you don't want it to smear, you don't want it to separate, then you want to go for a gripping primer. This type of primer does not work for your skin condition. If you have oily skin, this will not keep your oil to stay in place or to mattify your surface. If you have a dry skin, this might come in handy because it gives that hydrating, luminous shine, which makes your skin look very youthful. But if you have oily skin, this add extra shine to your skin. This is like a magnet that pull foundation onto your skin and it will not release it. I think that's the best way to actually put it when it comes to this type of primer. But you see this one, this is like a treatment for your skin type, because if you have oily skin, your skin determines how your makeup would last long. So if you use something to treat it, to keep it to stay in place, your makeup will last long. So you can basically use this without using this one, but you can't use this without using this one, because this targets your skin condition. This is for foundation. I hope it makes sense. How to apply primer correctly. After your moisturizer and sunscreen have set, give it like 5 minutes to set, then you go ahead and apply your primer. So to apply your primer, you basically need a pea size of it. This is it. For oily skin, just put it where it is needed, like so. If your skin is completely oily, this is how you apply your primer, and you don't have to rub it too much, but just spread it out to cover your whole face. So if you have pores, this is how you apply your pore filling primer. Once you place it down, then you use your hand to press it into your skin. This is not the type of primer that you rub. If you do that, it's going to start forming a ball on your skin, and then you tap until it disappears. Here is my skin without the pore filling primer, and here is my skin with the pore filling primer. You see, not so complicated, right? Primer is one of the secrets to flawless makeup finishing. I can't wait to see you all tomorrow. For tomorrow, we are going to be having one of the most fun topics, which is foundation. You guys should have an amazing day.